I'm going to be going over how to do slow motion and Instagram export settings. Should be a pretty quick one here. Obviously, slow motion is a pretty cool tool. Use it a lot. So here's how you do it. Yegs, you're going to like this one. This is Yegs jumping the creek. And he does that little celebration at the end. So like, if you wanted to keep, let's do the jump in slow motion. So like, we want to start the slow motion there. We got to isolate the part that we want to be slow motion. So use the cut tool, start it there, and say we want to end it there. Now it's isolated. Okay, now we can go to the select it, right click. Sometimes you get to zoom into it, right click. And from here you get a lot of options for this. You're going to go to speed/duration. Now we can edit what speed we want to go to. So for this one, let's go like 50. And as this changes, the duration should change too. So like, since I went to 50%, the video should be double the normal one. So like if I did like 30, it'll be a little bit more. If I did 80, it'll be a little bit less. Let's just go 50. And if the duration isn't changing, you're probably gonna have to click this. Make sure it has that symbol. And here's probably the most important part here, where it says time interpolation. You're usually using frame sampling, but for slow motion only, click this and you got to go to optical flow for every single slow motion. I can get into it, but pretty much Premiere adds pixels in between frames so it flows a lot better. Otherwise it's going to be really like jumpy and laggy almost. So for any slow motion, if you use optical flow, it's going to look 10 times better. Press OK. For every slow motion, you gotta render, or else you're not going to be able to watch it. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. And then I'm actually going to go over, there's something else I just wanted to go over that I just thought of. What was I going to do? Oh, okay. So there's our slow motion. It's going to look bad on mine because I'm screen recording, but it'll look a lot better when you guys do it. The other thing that I just want to add real quick is, all right, so we can edit the speed of the video. You're gonna have to do a lot of volume changing when you're editing too. So like, for instance, like turkey season, turkey videos, there's a ton of editing that has to be done in the volume, because like when you're calling, obviously the call is really loud, but otherwise you want the sound to be pretty crisp and you can hear each other whisper. So it's kind of the same thing as doing slow motion. So like, say like this part of the video right here is really loud. Like say this is a turkey video and the guy's calling for this much. Go down to the audio. And what we're doing here is just lowering that, so it's not like ear rape when it's playing in the video. So like this part's too loud, we got to change that. Zoom in, select, right click. For the audio, you go to audio gain, click on that, and now you can change it accordingly. So like if it needs to go higher, you do positive, but since we want to go lower, you do negative. You're gonna have to just kind of play with it and see what sounds better or sounds best. I'll go to -20. That's usually a good like starting point, I guess. And play it. That part's softer. Say you wanted to go a little bit more, same thing. Go in here, audio gain, maybe drop it by 5 that time. So now the total's down to -25. Okay. So that's how you do that. The last thing is export settings for Instagram. Say I wanted to export this video to Instagram, and this is different than Instagram TV. Instagram TV, you can upload 4K, I believe. It does really well, but it has to be over a minute. If your video is under a minute and you're going to upload it to Instagram, you got to use these settings. So you can save this preset once you have it set up. I think it's right here. Yeah, save preset. Once you get all this set up, and you're going to have to pause and kind of go through my settings, make sure that they're the same as yours. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through here. Width, height, frame rate, you're going to have to worry about that. Again, just really make sure you got all this. Got that checked. Software encoding, profile level. VBR 2 pass, I know you got to change that. These target bit rates you got to change, and maximum. I'll just go into audio. Again, pause as you need to. Checking your stuff. And then the last thing you have to do is press or click this, use maximum render quality. You should always be clicking that. Alright, I think that's the video.